Like if I'm going for a software developer, I need to know about how network works, how the internet works. The virtual labs are very useful and it has multiple experiments like related to your core branches, computer science, engineering, electrical, mechanical, etc. It's just the mood sometimes, because sometimes I feel very interested in the topic or in the concept that I tend to pay more attention, and there are days when I don't want to pay any attention, but I try to listen and grasp what I can. So hello guys, welcome back to another video. This is day 4 about talking my day. Today is June 11, 2026. It was a great day. I woke up in the morning around 7:15. Had my morning routine, boarded the bus. It was, we can say, as usual, like the previous 2 days. I arrived the college at around 9:20, and the interesting part is today there were 61 people present out of 66 people. So yeah, everyone is coming now. Like the holidays are completed, and matter of fact is that we have our exams. So from the next week onwards, we have internal exams, and these exams are like lab exams. They are for 30 marks, and we also have external exams which are for 70 marks. They both are combined for a total of 100 marks. These are lab internals. Only lab subjects are taken in internals and externals, and the normal subjects are different. And something that is very great about this is, in the previous sem we had different subjects, like there was IT workshop, engineering workshop, etc. in labs, and they were not in theory. But this time around, the theory subjects are also in the labs, so it makes it pretty easy to manage. And the first period today was English, and our sir or our professor has given us an idea about how interviews work. Like generally, he told us that there is not only just a job interview, there are like different interviews, right? Like for example, let's say you are attending something. What is an interview? Interview is an formal conversation between an employee and an employer. That's what our sir has said, and I personally think that is a proper definition of how an interview is generally. Because yeah, when you go for a job interview, you sit in front of some people of the organization. Like you have to answer some question, and something that is very important about interviews is that you have to know about the organization you are going for, and you have to know about yourself, like what skills do you have and how would you fit in that particular role. Like if I'm going for a software developer, I need to know about how network works, how the internet works, how everything in a software point of view works. And you need your degree also matters, right? Like if you did computer science engineering, it is going to be very useful. Whereas if you did electrical engineering, it is going to be difficult and not easy to get into the job, because it has nothing that is really related to computers, right? And whereas if you did some particular courses like programming courses, web development courses, and all this, you can fit into the particular role. So it is very flexible if you are interested to learn about many things or do courses on the job you're going for. And the main point I got today was, in an interview, you are selling yourself, right? You are talking about how you are going to work in that particular organization, what your goal is, and it is a very good question. I mean, introducing yourself is not very easy. You are not going just say your name. For example, hi, I'm Satwik. Not like that, right? You have to describe yourself, like what your nature is, what your hobbies are. And by hobbies, I don't mean like watching TV and all those stuff. Like improving yourself, doing various courses, or having some creativity or hunger for knowledge. That is something the companies look for. And in my opinion, that class, the English class was very useful today, and it gave me a lot of knowledge about how interviews actually work and how there are different types of interviews. That's all about the English class. Secondly, it was physics lab today. The 2, 3, 4 periods were physics lab, and the second period was in the class itself. We did a virtual lab experiment. So a virtual lab is it was initiated by our Ministry of Education. Since we always can't afford expensive equipment, or the experiment we were doing today is Hall effect. So the expensive the equipment costs around 1 lakh, and you can't always rely. And if there is any damage to the equipment, it is very difficult to recover, right? That's why the virtual labs are very useful, and it has multiple experiments like related to your core branches, computer science, engineering, electrical, mechanical, etc. That is something very useful and interesting also, because you can practice. It is on for 24/7. Whereas when you are going to just going to the lab, it is going, you have to wait for at least a week long, or you have to get some permission to do the experiment again in the lab. Whereas these virtual labs help you in ways more than one. And the 3-4 periods per hour, we went to the lab. It was interesting. We did our last remaining experiment. We done our calculations, got our records and everything corrected. I still have my record left. Some of my classmates, friends got their records signed, and the exams are beginning from next week, right? So we have to get the records corrected before next week. So we are eligible to attend the internal exams. That's all about physics. After that, it was lunch break. We had our lunch and we passed the time. Usually, I listen to music. Today, I was just talking, doing some things. And in the afternoon, we had 3 subjects. The first was DS, which was as usual, okay, not too boring. It was good. I had some doubts, it did not feel boring. It felt okay. After that, it was B.Tech. So sir has started the topic on codes. Like we were talking about binary, decimal, these all, etc. Right? Today it was converting binary to octal and hexadecimal. So it was a good topic. It was okay, and he's assigning us questions every day to make us prepare for our exams, which is very thoughtful of him, and yeah, we are also doing it. And the last period was physics, in which I did not really feel that interested in. I mean, the topic is alright, but I just can't help it always. I mean, there are days when you feel bored and you do not want to listen to the particular class, and I don't think that's wrong of me. It's just the mood sometimes, because sometimes I feel very interested in the topic or in the concept that I tend to pay more attention, and there are days when I don't want to pay any attention, but I try to listen and grasp what I can. That's all about the study session or the college session. After that, I boarded the bus, came home around 5:30, had some snacks, and today I do not really have much work today. I have to get some reading done or prepare, maybe, because I don't really take that much of time spending on reading, because I only give it a prior amount of time. I don't spend all of my time on it. I divide my time. So I try to complete it in that particular time, because I want to focus on other things also. That's all about today mostly. And if there were any interesting parts today, the faculties, the physics faculty and the English faculty has made the sessions more lively and fun. They were smiling. Our English sir always cracks jokes, and he makes the session more interactive and fun always. That's something really admirable. And yeah, that's it about today. It was like day 2. So bye bye, take care, see you in the next video.